There are places inside Europe where Vladimir Putin's neighbors worry that America's new president may not realize just how close Russia feels. This is one of the trains that runs across the territory of Lithuania, which is part of the EU. But it connects the great cities of Russia to the east with the Russian enclave of Kaliningrad to the west. Heavily armed Kaliningrad makes Lithuania nervous. The fear, while the US is changing guard at the White House, it will look to Mr. Putin like NATO is letting its guard down.
Very dangerous, I would say, this period before a new administration will come in, because it's just second part of January. I'm very afraid and concerned about this period. And not only because of Ukraine, but also let's hope that Aleppo will not be smashed from the ground by that time.
Do you still see them as a threat?
Whom?
The Russians.
Russia is not superpower. Russia is super problem today. It's a bit different. And regardless what we wish or expect, Russia is not a partner in the conflicts on some meeting some challenges. It's a factor.
Lithuania says its fear of Russia is founded in a bloody history. It's only 25 years since Russian tanks killed unarmed protesters at the national TV station. That was when both countries were part of the Soviet Union. But Lithuanians say that doesn't change anything, and they remember the lessons.
I still remember tanks rolling, the sound of the tanks rolling through the streets of Vilnius. So my generation, even though I'm 34, we still do remember when Russians were here as a Soviet army, but there were Russian troops who actually were invading our country.
This is Lithuania's and NATO's border with Russia now. That's Kaliningrad over there, where Vladimir Putin's army has been reinforcing and re-equipping. Lithuania sees a real threat from Russia. And the fear here is that this is the kind of problem that Donald Trump may not know enough about, may not care enough about, and may not spend enough to manage.
Lithuania is not alone in Eastern Europe in feeling that it's only NATO, with its American guns and money, that ensures this checkpoint doesn't become a flashpoint. Elsewhere in Europe, politicians have talked of the need to teach Donald Trump about their continent. Lithuanians are more diplomatic, but they hope more deeply than most that the new man in the White House doesn't believe that the threat from Russia is receding. Connolly, BBC News, Vilnius.